today's job is big dead fir right over the house. Christoph's already headed up there. We have to remove all the limbs and work our way up the top, take the top off. Every piece has to be pulled off in a specific way because our landing zone is so tight. The tree has probably been dead for about 3 years already due to the amount of fungus growth that we're seeing on it and sloughing bark. So it's a tricky one, labor intensive too. It's 133 feet to the top.
Zooming into that sun, you don't get anything good. Drop in, Blue.
Pulling this line straight across to this little fir tree here. I've got it anchored off, and this is exactly the line the top's on.
Fuck, I just put my hand in a rotten hole. Oh.
I think that's going to be lots.
Okay, felling cut.
Nice job.
Jesus. Thank you, Barb's sons.
Everything else is going to come off that way. Because we have a septic field down here, we can't drop any of the heavy stuff on it.
So that worked out, and then taking the top off, I tied off the top at 125 feet and felled 20 feet off the top, which landed there just on the edge of the septic. And then we landed all our stems in 12-foot pieces on that side. And the only thing that was unaccounted for was how rotten it was up there. Like, see how it's kind of sweeping? But what happened was that just above that at 70 feet, the tree actually corrected and was more over the house. So then I was like, oh man, now I'm closer to the house even though I'm higher up. And that can become really problematic. It can change the whole plan really quick. What makes this such a nice cut is where this plane meets this plane in the very back, that real clean line across, so that as those two come down, the hinge, which is that long line across, is maintained. I may open this up with a similar cut here so that that stem can really come over. Because keep in mind, this is going to close against this, forcing all the energy back to that hinge cut. And there's the rot. 2 inches of rot that we were talking about when we were up above. You can see it's all powdery on the outside, right here.
There too, because it is uphill here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab my 50. It's gonna be awesome. I'll be really curious to see. All right, we got our stem down on the ground, everything good. We made a bed of rounds so that when we're bucking big wood like this, we don't have to worry about our big power saws hitting the dirt, and we can cut right through, so it speeds up our bucking. You obviously got to be real careful because one of these rounds has got to weigh at least 163.25 pounds. That's what I weigh. Yeah, so we're ready to buck.